Okay, hi guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do linear equations up to the level 4. Okay, so let's start off with like a basic linear equation problem. So say you have 7 parentheses 4, okay, divided by x equals 18. So the first thing you want to notice right off the bat is anything in parentheses you want to distribute. So you're going to distribute the 4 to the 7. So 7 times 4, which equals 28. So we can replace this with 28. So that means you get 28 over x equals 18. So the next thing you want to do is, okay, so you want to get rid of the x on this side because it's being divided and we don't want that. To make it easier, we're going to multiply it by x over 1, but make sure you multiply each side by x over 1. So you should get x over 1 times 28 over x. Now let's solve this side first. What do? So first of all, the x's cancel out because they're on both sides, and on opposite sides, so you cancel them out. So you're left with 28 over 1, which is just 28. And then on this side, you have 18 over 1 times x over 1, which is just 18 times x, which equals 18x. Okay, so the second thing you want to do when you get this, you want to divide each side by 18. You want to do that because the variable x is being multiplied by 18, so you want to get the variable on one side and all the numbers on the other. So you do 28 divided by 18 equals x, or x equals 28 divided by 18. So now what you want to do over here is simplify. So what goes into both of these numbers? 2. Okay, so you divide 28 by 2, which is 14, and 18 by 2, which is 9. You're left with 14 over 9. Say the problem is asking you to round to the nearest hundredth, so it's going to be about 1.56. Sorry, not about, it is 1.56. Okay, and then so the final result would be 1.56. And if it doesn't ask you to round to the nearest hundredth, then it would be about 1.56. Or you could just leave it in fraction form. Okay. A little more of a complex problem. So say you have 2x plus 8 over x plus 4 equals 20. The first thing you want to do is anything in the denominator, we have x plus 4. We want to multiply both sides by x plus 4 so that we get rid of it on this side and we have x plus 4 on this side too. So just do x plus 4, sorry, there should be a time symbol, I couldn't get that in, over 1 times 2x plus 8 over x plus 4. So let's do this side first. The first thing you should notice is that you have one thing in the other numerator and one thing in the other denominator. They're the same thing, so just cancel them out. So you're left with 2x plus 8 over 1, which is just 2x plus 8. And then on this side, you want to change the 20 to 20 over 1, which is the same thing, and multiply, again, there should be a multiplication sign over here, by x plus 4 over 1. So you should get 20x plus 80, because you distribute, right? 20x, and then 20 times 4, which is 80. So 20x plus 80 over 1, which is basically the same thing as 20x plus 80. So now we can start off, it doesn't matter if you start off with a variable or a number, but in this case, I started with the variable number. So, sorry, just variable. Okay, so what you want to do is you're adding 2x over here. So what you're going to do is the opposite. So you're going to subtract 2x so you get rid of it on this side. And you're going to subtract it from the other side too. You want to match up the variables. That is what I was saying before. So you would do 20x minus 2x on this side, which should get you to 18x. And since this side cancels it out, You're left with 0 plus a, which is just 8. And then this side, we got 18x plus 80. So now you want to do the same thing, but with numbers. We can see we have a higher number over here, but it doesn't, okay, so you have 80, sorry, I messed up a little bit. So you have 80 on this side, so it's being added, right? So you want to subtract it from this side so you can get rid of it on this side. And then you should get 18x plus 0, which is just 18x, and you subtract it from this side, 8 minus 80, which is negative 72. So you're left with negative 72 equals 18x. So now since, again, we have a variable with a number, it's being multiplied, right? So we want to divide it. So you're going to divide this by 18, which should leave you with x, and this by 18, and you should get a fraction. This is what it is. Okay, so now you want to do 72 divided by 18, which is 4, but do not forget the negative. So it would be x equals negative 4. Okay, so now a level 4 problem. This is a little bit trickier, but it's the same thing with a few more steps. So we have over here 5 over x plus 8 equals 6 over x plus 4. So the first thing you want to do is take one side, which has the denominator. First of all, you can notice both of them have a variable in the denominator. So you want to take the first denominator and multiply this side by it and this side by it. So what I mean by that is x plus 8 times 5 over x plus 8 and 6 over x plus 4 times x plus 8. Okay, well, so again, you can put it over a 1 so you can see like it better, and on this side too. So first thing you want to notice, x plus 8, it's in this numerator and this denominator, so cancel it out. And then you're left with 5 over 1, which is just 5, so you get 5. This side, so we have, you want to do distribution, okay? Because you get 6x plus 6 times x plus 8, sorry, which is 6x. Oh, sorry, we're not doing that yet. Sorry, let me start this again. You get 6 times x plus 8 over x plus 4. Okay? On this side. So you want to distribute. Now you want to distribute, okay? So you're going to get 6 times x, which is 6x, and 6 times 8, which is 48. So you're left with 6x plus 48 over x plus 4. Now you can see that there's a variable in this denominator, so we're going to do the same thing, but times both sides by x plus 4 now. And again, just put it over 1 so it's easier. So x plus 4 over 1 times 5 over 1, which should get you to 5 parentheses x plus 4. And then we distribute that and we should get 5x plus 20. Don't look at this negative 20 minus 20 yet. Okay, and then this side, you have 6x plus 48 over x plus 4 times x plus 4 over 1. So again, you see one's in the numerator and one's in the denominator. Cancel those both out. Left with 6x plus 48 over 1, or just 6x plus 48. Now, you can start with the number or variable, it doesn't matter. So they're adding 20 on this side. We want to get rid of it on this side, so we're going to subtract, and you do the same thing over here to the number without the variable. So 48 minus 20, which is 28. So you're left with 5x equals 6x plus 28. Now we want to take the variable on this side and subtract it because it's positive on this side. So 6x minus 6x, which is 0. So you're left with 0 plus 28, which is 28. And you subtract 6x from here, which is negative 1x or negative x. Now you just want to flip the side, you times both of them by negative 1. So you should get x over here and negative 28 over here. and the x would equal negative 28. That is how you solve a linear equation problem up to level 4.